First, welcome to DJ Modern Television, musical broadcast to live from Buchanan City, Mombasa County. Currently, we are coming to live from the A.B. Robert Funeral Home here in Buchanan community, Mombasa, where you see a lot of citizens have gathered a few minutes ago. The elected body of the accident that took place yesterday. The driver who was in the yellow taxi body just arrived here in Buchanan, and the body was brought to the A.B. Rabble Funeral Home. So you see a lot of people come out to express their sympathy. We've been reliably informed that the other bodies are on way coming. So just like a family that was in that particular vehicle was caught by the tire choke there at the RI highway. So here to show you basically how locally here in Buchanan, people have come to express their sympathy on the incident that occurred. So the driver, they identify as a driver, but is currently being deposited at the A.B. Rabble Funeral Home here in Buchanan. So Jacob Magadi is here with me. Keep watching along. My name is Darius. So we're here basically to show you as we're here to broadcast this. We also looking forward to see other bodies coming. As per report we have received that the other bodies are on their way. The people are bringing the other bodies. So we have a lot of well-known family members that was involved in the incident yesterday. So Jacob Guardian will provide some updates as we move around to show you different scenes from where we are. Jacob, welcome.
Thank you, Darius. Let me say thank you to our people that are watching, and we urge you to kindly share the broadcast so that others can be able to watch it as well. But I was just informed that the other bodies are not coming now because they are smashed all together. So, I mean, they are still thinking as to whether they will bring them today or tomorrow. But there has been no information so far as to whether those bodies will come today, because someone just told me that, both of them smashed up. When the truck climbed on top of the taxi on yesterday, smashed most of the people up. So for that reason, some of those bodies cannot be brought now, but only the driver who was driving the taxi body has been brought, and it is right here as we speak at the Abraham Roberts Funeral Home in Buchanan here. So this is the information so far, and I saw some drivers from Buchanan. They came to see the body of their colleague, and most of them were in sad mood. They could not hold back their tears, so it was so sad indeed. So of course, this is where we stand.
Yeah, Jacob. So basically, information in our possession shows that a father and a son were also involved in the accident.
Yeah.
Abraham Kanka and Eric Kanka, they were also involved in yesterday's accident.
Yeah.
And reports that we gather also shows that we have one known survivor, but she's in critical condition.
Yeah, her name is Hannah V. Nelson.
Hannah Nelson.
Yeah, Hannah Nelson is a lone survivor
So
of
she's
the
currently
incident.
in critical condition. This is the Abraham Robert Funeral Home here in Buchanan. So the driver body has been deposited already, and you see a lot of people. They are around. Some are leaving already. As you can see from this, some are leaving already. The place was like jam-packed earlier on when we came, and we saw a lot of people who have come to express their sympathy. This is a tragic loss for the people of Mombasa and Liberia. Yesterday, incident was so terrible at the moment, making some family members to grieve bitterly. And currently, we also have a yet in our possession, Ruva was also pronounced dead following the tragic incident. She also served as maid of honor during her sister Hannah Nelson, who happens to be the lone survivor of yesterday's incident. So Ruth being pronounced dead also. So They were actually 7 persons in number.
On board.
You have the driver, 2 persons at the front seat, and you have 4 persons at the back. That unfortunate situation occurred yesterday. So this is a sad moment for Liberia and Grand-Bassa. Two men untimely deaths here in the country, and this is so heartbreaking. We also follow the Senate protein. We also visited the homes of the victim and saw her weeping bitterly along with the bereaved family. She also went there to express her sympathy to the bereaved family because this is so hard to accept at the moment. Some people will not accept situation like this. So it is so how difficult to accept, but the body being transferred to the embalming room where it will be embalmed. But information surrounding that will come later, so you can keep sharing as we here to bring you happiness from where we are. But people are leaving already, Jacob.
Yeah.
Earlier on, you saw them.
So
They were here.
the grounds of the funeral home is getting empty gradually
Yeah.
because the people are trying to go back to their various homes. But it just came to make sure as to whether the body that was brought was the driver's body. So the driver was a well-known driver. His name was small driver.
Then identified small
Yeah,
driver.
small driver, but that's not the real name anyway. But that's the name he was called. He was popularly known as Small Driver, a young man who everyone used to admire at the time. And this sad incident took place on yesterday. So his wife, as we speak, she cannot hold back her tears because it's a tearful moment for her.
A very heartbreaking situation.
A very heartbreaking situation. It is very hard to describe. As we speak, we are out of words. But however, we have to come here to show you how it looks like within this part of the country.
So for those of you who just joined the broadcast, we want to say welcome. You're watching Ability Online Television, and we're broadcasting to you live from Buchanan City. Specifically, we are coming to you live from the A.B. Robert Funeral Home, where the body of the driver who was involved in the Boston accident yesterday being transported to Buchanan, and the body arrived a few minutes ago and is being deposited at the A.B. Robert Funeral Home where they will embalm it. So earlier on, we saw a lot of people, a lot of citizens, concerned citizens came earlier on to express their sympathy and to also show their concerns about this tragic loss that occurred yet in Grand-Bassa. Huge family. So we also have a married woman who was also involved in the accident, and her maid of honor. The married woman who was involved in the accident, Hanover, is the lone survivor so far, but she's in critical condition according to reports. She's the lone survivor right now, and her maid of honor also being pronounced dead. So we right here to show you to know basically how it is ongoing here, but people are leaving, and some of the bodies, Jacob, cannot be recognized due to
the severity of
yeah.
the incident.
So some of
it
the
is not
bodies
easy
cannot be
identified.
because if you saw that photo or the video, if you watched that video yesterday, for those of you watching, you know basically what we are talking about.
And that's why one of the drivers told me that they were, thinking on bringing some of those bodies, but because they are smashed to a certain extent, so they cannot bring some of them now. So the situation was very much, was very much severe to the extent that you cannot identify some of the bodies. I'm also informed that Ruth Va, along with her sister, they got information that one of their brothers was in a critical condition. He was ill,
yeah.
and they were traveling from Monrovia to Buchanan. On their way to Buchanan, it was a time that situation occurred. So it was so sad indeed. As we speak, the families are in tears. They cannot hold back their tears because it is just very much
Jacob,
difficult.
sadly, I'm getting another report concerning that, but it is unconfirmed that that person who they were coming to see who was very ill, and due to his critical condition, they were coming to see him. That person, upon hearing the news of that death, that person died in the process. Well, that
Wow.
information we trying to verify.
Has not yet
that,
been
but
confirmed.
yeah, it is unconfirmed report, but we heard that in the public a few minutes ago that that particular person who was ill, that they got on board on a taxi to come see the person upon hearing the accident news and hearing that their siblings was involved in the incident. The person succumbed to their illness. So we trying to confirm that report. If that happened, that a very great loss to that particular family. And the trauma won't be easy for family members. But we're hoping that it won't go that way, because it is so unfortunate, very sad moment. But Jacob, can you imagine the entire truck smash that yellow taxi? And you know what it means for a truck to roll on top of a taxi.
Yeah.
The taxi lost its shift to a mate. For those of you who watched the video and saw the pictures of the incident, the taxi cannot just be recognized. Somebody was saying, even if you having to say that to strap people, somebody was saying
They won't buy it because
yeah,
it's smashed to the extent that
the only people that can even afford to purchase that is the iron people, because the taxi lost its entire shift because of the severity of the incident. It was so bad at the moment. The situation cause is still under police investigation. What led to the truck driver to run into the taxi? According to report, the taxi was parking around the Bus Town Junction intersection. Hello. And that particular situation occurred. Unfortunately, the truck ran directly over the taxi, smashing everyone in that place. But as God could have it, one person survived. But we still trying to get information concerning the person current status to know basically how the person health condition looks. But the person was in a critical condition, and when they took the person from the vehicle yesterday, I saw people celebrating. Thank God that somebody survived the accident, and people were all celebrating. So we yet to receive the current status of that particular person, but we're doing everything possible to ensure that we get every necessary information. So 7 persons were in the vehicle, including the driver, and we have 1 survivor. So that shows that 6 persons died in the process. 6 persons died in the process. So this is where we are, a very sad moment for Liberia, and basically people who hail from Grand Bassa. So it is a sad moment for Grand Bassa County, losing a family. And I saw a lot of the drivers who brought the body. They were all having their touches on their hair,
and they were all in tears.
Every one of them couldn't hold back their tears.
They were all in tears
because seeing one of their colleagues who they all share jokes together dying that way, it was so sad. So they couldn't hold back their tears, and they were mourning at the moment. So this is where we are, and we beg to take leave of you now at this moment, and we anticipate
upon our arrival, I reached out to one of them, one of the drivers, to be able to speak to our microphones, but he said that they could not speak to us because they all are feeling so sad, so they cannot speak to any journalist. So that is the reason why we could not bring any of them to have the interview, because I know people been expecting that while we have not, talked to any of the drivers yet, but they cannot talk to us now because all of them are feeling that kind of side, and they cannot talk to any journalist because the guys are in tears. Because this guy who lost his life was a friendly driver, according to them. He held no one in mind. He had no issue with anyone, not because he has died, but that was some of the testimonies from their end, that he hold no one in mind. He had no issue against anybody. He was friendly. His friendship cut across at the time. To see him lying in a mortuary today, it is so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. So that's why they came in their numbers. The drivers came in their numbers, to see the body of their friend, their dear friend. And most of them could not hold back their tears.
And some of them
Yeah.
help in bringing the body here
Some of
as
them
well.
helped in bringing the body to the funeral home. I saw one of them. As soon the guy told me that when the body landed, he could not stay on the scene to witness people putting the body into the mortuary. So he ran back home because he could not just be on the scene to witness such a heartbreaking incident. Yeah, so it is not easy. The accident was so bad indeed. If you watch the video, you will know exactly what we are talking about. It was so bad indeed that even if you were not related, or if you are not related to that family, when you see the severity of the accident, you will shed tears. To see a father and a son lost in their lives, that's one thing that really shook me. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So, Jacob, Daddy, we have to go now. So, for those of you watching, this is our way to come to the end of this. We sort of body this happening here in Buchanan this moment. So, the body being deposited here at the AB Robert funeral home, where the family will take place. So, we say that in the comment section, with the comments that will also get in process to also give we also want to express our sympathy to the Benin family. God is in this with them, and hoping that God will console them and give them peace. But this is very much difficult. We're hoping that God will console them in their time of bereavement. Darius, Zoe, and Jacob Gandhi being here breaking